Hi everyone, I'm Eat Smoke Drink and welcome to Eat Smoke Drink. Today I'm reviewing the Longrow 11-year-old Pinot Noir Cask. To give a little background on the Longrow is a Springbank distillery bottling, a small batch, so they usually make between 9,000 to 11,000 bottles per run. Longrow is a separate distillery to Springbank, but with a more peated version of their draft. So you're going to get the Springbank characteristics, the Campbelltown, Dunnage warehousing characters, but quite a bit more peated. Okay, but their peat is slightly different to Isla, so I'll take you through what's different. It's not so oily and resiny, so I'll take you through that. As usual, I have my glass of water, so between sips I cleanse my palate. I have my 99.9% pure water, because dissolved solids change the flavour of your whiskey, and that goes with tap water, bottled water, it changes the flavour. So 99.99% distilled water is always going to be the best option, I feel. I have a few drops of this, and this is straight from the bottle. So let's start nosing. Oh, straight away you get that pungent Dunnage warehouse smell. So Longrow is famous for that. It's just get this, oh, that pungence, that it's oily. It's like a wet leather glove in a woodshed, that kind of pungence. But in that smell I'm getting a slight fruitiness, like a slight candied sweetness. I must say, very pleasant, very excited. You get that, you're definitely getting that Pinot Noir, raspberry, blackberry, slight spice influence from that finish. And by the way, this is actually finished in a New Zealand red wine Pinot Noir cask. Okay, so it's the Valley Vineyards, Central Otago, Taylor's Valley Vineyards, Central Otago cask finish. So when I say cask finish, not his whole life was in a red wine cask. Okay, so only the last year or two, a couple of years is in a red wine cask. But you're getting that massive influence in the color. So I'm getting resin. I'm getting kind of like those old bandages. A little bit of kind of fresh rubber, but just a hint of that, just a hint. But the berry notes are coming through strong, very strong and prominent. That's definitely, it's a mouthful. As soon as you have it, it's your mouth just wants to salivate. The bottle itself is 53.1%, so it's an extremely, compared to normal bottlings, 43%, it's very high alcohol. But you get a lot of resin, you get smoke. The back of your nose, immediately you get smoke. Now let me nose the one with water. We'll compare that. So the one with water, which is interesting, the one with water, almost all of that smoke and soot is lost. The one with water, it's like you're not getting so much of that on the nose, and that dank smell of the Dunnage warehousing, the dank smell, the fusty notes, is kind of not there anymore. It's on the nose. But the berry comes through a bit more. Sweetness comes through a bit more. More like a jam, like a raspberry jam comes through a bit more. But the interesting thing is, with water, on the palate, you get that dank warehouse smell more on the palate than you do without water. So that subtle note, the alcohol must be overcoming that, but with a few drops of water, you taste that the woodshed that I was talking about a bit more, the fire, like a bonfire. The bandage comes through a bit more actually with water, and strawberries more than raspberries and blackberries. But you get that raspberry sweetness still in there, but you're getting a bit of strawberries in there. You're getting a slight bitterness with water that you don't get without water. Fantastic. It is absolutely delicious. Look, I think in terms of flavor profile, I'd say this has it's very drinkable. If you're not used to the Longrow or Springbank and Dunnage Warehouse kind of smell, Dunnage Warehouse is when they have barrels 3 levels high, and usually it's an open earth. The warehouse is not, like hermetically sealed and air conditioned, so you're really getting the elements in there. Whatever's in the air basically gets in the warehouse, and so you're getting that earth, you're getting that damp wood, damp moss, damp everything. Whatever it is, you're getting that in this barreling of Longrow. The mouthfeel is very, very thick. So on either, I can't tell the difference with the mouthfeel. The mouthfeel is there. It's thick, it's oily, but after a couple more sips, of the one with water, as strange as it sounds, I'm getting like almost like a burnt rubber resin. Like when someone's been doing donuts and skids, you're getting a bit of that burnt rubber, just very subtly. Whilst you don't get it with this, and you're getting a lot more spice with the water. You're getting a lot more spice. Yeah, without the battery died. So this is one of our first videos, and we're going to swift lesson on having a spare battery. So next time that won't happen again. So I was saying, I'm getting like kind of like a burnt, almost like a burnt sugar smell from the water. So I definitely suggest that if you drink this, just put a few drops of pure water in there, because the burnt sugar and all this little tiny small notes comes out. Now I don't say that with every whiskey. Some whiskeys I think that when you put water it actually gets weaker and it becomes less palatable and less interesting and exciting. But this one with the water, you start to get all these different things. So when you're drinking a whiskey like this, you think a first sip, oh that's it, that's all I've got. But actually, the more you sip, the more small sips you make, it progresses in your palate. So in this case, I'll definitely say add water. Sort of line your mouth, and you start to get much more flavors. Every sip I'm getting something different, something progressive, something oilier. And in this one, I'm getting a slight creaminess, waxiness, oiliness that coats my mouth. I guess the 2 whiskies that I've reviewed so far has been very oily, very, very rich, very strong. But in this case, the peat, you can definitely taste the peat coming in the back of your mouth, like a slight kind of, I can't even explain it, like a bit of a gassy kind of feel. Like you get, I can't explain it actually. That particular aspect I can't explain, but the peat does come through. So this is very much a heavily peated whiskey. It's full of resin, it's full of oil, and you're gonna get the berries, strawberries, and all those different flavors. Yes, I would definitely buy it again. I definitely recommend it. In fact, I haven't done any wrong yet buying the Longrow limited edition red wine casks. It's always been very good, but this one is better than the Malbec, and it's better than the Cabernet Franc. I find this one a little bit more, I like the sweetness balance with a peatiness. I quite like that. I'm filming today in Gigi ex Flamingo. The owner has kindly let us film here, which is very cool, because the bar itself is full of rare whiskies and awesome whiskies. So look, subscribe if you like the videos. Give me feedback if you want to give me feedback and ask questions. I'd appreciate it. Give us a thumbs up if you like what you're seeing, and if you've got any questions and thoughts, please ask away. Have you tried this before? Have you tried the Longrow before? Have you tried any Longrow before? What do you think in comparison with the Longrow and the the different wine casks, the standard Longrow, the 18, whatever it may be? Let us know your thoughts. And look, any sort of, do you like Longrow? Do you think that the Longrow peated malt is as good as a Springbank? It's always interesting because some people love the Springbank and they don't like the Longrow at all. And some people like the Longrow, they think the Springbank is a little bit strange. So let us know your thoughts, and please follow me on Instagram. The link is below. Comment, whatever it may be. Thank you for joining us today. We'll see you next time.